Hi everyone, it's Erin. I'm filming another video in Ireland. It's been such a pleasure and an honor to make these videos as a way of taking you with me on this trip and having your company and including you in my experiences. Thank you again to everybody who has contributed or supported me in this journey. So I'm just radiating gratitude, and having the camera in front of me like this is a way of you being here. So that means a lot to me. I am in Kildare, Ireland, and I am just a couple days out of the Heal Your Life teacher training course. So far, this journey has certainly been full of healing and leadership, and moving into venturing into the sacred places of Ireland is also certainly part of that. So some of you may or may not know this, but Ireland has been calling me for a long time. For years, I've been dreaming about Ireland, like literally dreaming. When I sleep, I dream about Ireland. So that's been happening for about 6 years. And so I've always felt a really strong call to come to this place. The Heal Your Life teacher training course just happened to be in Ireland. As we know, nothing happens by accident. So it was a really beautiful and divine orchestration of the universe bringing me here at this time for the course and for these experiences. So one of the pulls that I've been having in Ireland is Kildare, to a longing or deep innate desire to visit Kildare, and the reason being is that this is where Brigid, the goddess and saint, sowed and spread love, and Brigid of Kildare. So she's now recognized as a saint in the Christian and Catholic religion, but she also has pagan and Druid roots. So in mythology and in goddess mythology, she's also recognized as a goddess deity. And being here where she lived in the late 400s. So the 400s and in the 5th century. And there's just so much about Brigid. I'm here at St. Brigid's Well in Kildare, Ireland. Her statue is behind me. There she is. There's a statue of St. Brigid here at her well. So you can see behind me on this side is part of the well, and the well actually originates back there by that fence. And I believe that those stones are outlining the way that the water is flowing up until this point. And it continues flowing here. So this is a beautiful sacred place. It's been raining, so I've been spending time outside in the rain visiting here, along with St. Brigid's Cathedral, and which is right up the road. There's also a healing center here dedicated to St. Brigid, which I got to spend some time at yesterday. So let's make sure that she's included in this. While I was here yesterday, there was a woman that I had an opportunity to meet. It sounded like she comes here every day. She lives nearby, and she sat down next to me on the bench, and we had a conversation. And she was talking about Brigid like a friend, and it was just so amazing. That's been my experience so far of the people that I've met here in Kildare that are happy to share with me more about Brigid. She just seems like the icon of the town, and really just well loved and well respected. So she was known for her wonderful integrity and her love. She was of service to the poor, to the needy, and to earth. She is known as a goddess of abundance, a goddess of fertility, a goddess of kindness, and a goddess of standing in one's truth. She has an oracle card in the Goddess Guidance Oracle card deck created by Doreen Virtue. And the message on Brigid's card is, don't back down. Stand up stand up for your truth and for what you know is right. So she's also has this warrior priestess energy, although she did not engage in war. Actually, there's some pictures of her giving away her father's sword, and choosing not to do war and to choose love instead. So that's Brigid. You'll see her there with the flame. I don't know exactly what the purpose and story is behind the flame, but she is like a fire goddess, which passion, standing up for your truth, and I don't know why she ignited the flame, but she had a temple where a flame was lit and was continuously burned. She was the first. She had a monastery. She created a monastery, and had nuns and monks, meaning men and women, both at the monastery that she created. And the nuns in the monastery tended to the flame, so kept it going. And the flame in the fire temple, which I did get some photos of and got to stand inside, up at the cathedral, the flame was kept burning for hundreds of years. And a cathedral was built there in her honor that a gentleman I met today told me that it was destroyed 11 times over the centuries, but kept getting rebuilt. What a powerful place. I'm stumbling over my words just because it's a lot to take in. I'm actually standing here. This woman actually lived. I feel like, for those of you who know me well, know that I'm a very spiritual person, and I dedicate a lot of my time connecting to my guardian angels and higher power and deities of love. So Brigid is one of those deities that I connect with in the goddess realm. I like working with goddesses because they are women who ignite or animate love and can support us from the spiritual dimension. So I really believe that Brigid guided me here. And a piece of information that I learned about her yesterday, I went to the healing center that's nearby in honor of St. Brigid, and the center is ran by Sisters of Brigid, so they're nuns, three sisters, three nuns. The flame was reignited in 1993, so the nuns there at the center in this contemporary world, so Brigid lived over 1,500 years ago, and here we are in 2018, and there are nuns here in Kildare keeping the flame going. There was a few hundred years where the flame was put out, but in honor of Brigid, it was relit, and it's been burning again for the last 25 years, which I'm just loving sharing this information with you. I keep looking at Brigid, it's powerful. It's powerful. It's like she's really here. So another piece of her story that I've read, but Sister Mary at at the center yesterday also shared this with me. So there was a point where Brigid was standing before some people of the Catholic Church and was taking some vows. And the person who was ordaining her in the vows misread a part in the scripture and ignited her bishop of the church. And from what I understood and from what Sister Mary shared with me was that the bishop was basically like a spiritual leader in the church and also appointed other spiritual leaders. When she told me that, it really strengthened my connection with Brigid, and it just really inspired me to step more into spiritual leadership. And when I asked Sister Mary about what she thought spiritual leadership would be, so that any of us could exemplify the virtues of Brigid, what would that look like? And her answers were live in love, justice, and truth. And she went on to say that sometimes it's not that easy to do. It's like easier said than done. But the more that we can live in love, that is spiritual leadership. That is living in spiritual truth. That is taking care of ourselves and each other, our brothers and sisters. So yeah, here I am at St. Brigid's Well. This is a dream come true. There's been so many magical moments of this trip so far, from the course, from all the moments that led up to this moment specifically. There's so much that I would love to continue sharing, but I think I'm going to complete this video here, and I'll catch you at the next sacred site. Thank you for watching. I love you very much. Thank you for all of your support, and I will talk to you soon.